Hi everybody, welcome back to my mini homestead. Today it's a beautiful day. We were supposed to have rain. We got a bit of rain yesterday, but today it's a beautiful Sunday morning and I'm out in the garden. And so what I'm doing is just sort of winterizing. Let me show you, and then I will show you what I found in my garden, which I'm really excited about. So let's turn this camera around. Off, I just want to show you these. I was driving by a neighbor's just down the road and I saw he had gotten a bunch of these, and I asked him, what do you do with the bags? And he says, well, if I get more, I give them back to them. If not, just get rid of them. So I asked him if I could have them. So people order compost from this company here in BC. I don't know if it's just a thing in the Okanagan or not. And then they bring these big bags of compost to your place, drop them off, and then you can use it. So they're actually getting some free advertising here. I personally go and pick up my compost, but what I'm using them for is saving leaves. So right now I've only got 3. I need another probably 3, 4. I'm gonna need more. My plan is to fill them up in the fall. I can use them throughout the year in my compost. I can compost them or do what I'm doing with them right now, which is covering my beds with the leaves. So that's what I'm working on right now. Plus I wanted to get down here and plant some lettuce. As you can see, I've got a nice little head here. Been eating that, and that's self-seeded. And then over here, I've got these 4 beds done, and I started working on these beds. That bed there I have, this one here is ready. I leveled it all out, ready to put green leaves on it. And when I was in there, I saw some stuff growing, but I didn't pay any attention. And then when I got over here and started working here, right here, I noticed something, and let me show you, and let's see if we can see it. See those little bits of greenery? That's lettuce. So I was coming down here this morning to start some seeds, trays of lettuce, but now I'm sort of going to be ahead of the game. So I'm going to dig these up. I've already prepped a tray for them. I'm going to plant them in here and then get them in the potting shed under lights, be a little bit more heat, and we'll get them growing. So I'm just going to get started with this. The reason they're growing here is I had lettuce in here, and I love La Rosa lettuce, and so I let it go to seed, and I just didn't have time to get out here and harvest the seeds. So these are the seeds. So I've got a little plastic spoon here, and I'm just going to dig down around it and grab it gently by the top. Oh, that's got a good, whoops, let's bring that up here. Got a good root base on that. So I'm just going to turn this around and show you what I'm doing. So right here, I already have a hole, and I'm just going to gently put it down in there. Oops, I think I need to go a bit bigger with it. Hang on. So got my pen, and I am just going to drop that down in there and gently push it down. I want to get it, let's try this again. Gently so I don't wreck it. I want to get it down there as far as I can. So there we go. Now that's going to work. I want it to be basically the same level it was in the garden. And there we go. So I have a bunch more to do. I will show you when I'm done. Okay, so I got my very last one here. There's a few more out there. I'll just leave them. They're not... come on, get in there. You can see, I don't know if you can see, there's little tiny roots coming off the side of it, but I'm trying to very gently put it back in and then push the dirt around it so we don't have any air. So there's my tray of lettuce. I am so excited about this because one of my jobs today was to come down to the potting shed and start a tray of lettuce off. This just means I'm that much farther ahead. Let's get it into the potting shed. So here they are in the greenhouse. My potting shed. And what I've done is I've put a stack of trays here because I want to have it as close to the lights as possible. I don't want it to stretch out and get leggy at this stage. So let's just grab it. Oh, that thing's heavy. Okay, don't want to drop it. And there we go. Now, this end is higher, so I'm going to have to, whoops, this end is higher just because of the trays, so I'm just going to have to do some playing around with it. But there I am, ahead of the game. Yay! Good morning, everybody. So today is November 13th. Yesterday I was off to just past Vernon. Stopped in and saw my great aunt, who's 102, my Aunt Jane, and picked up a bunch of cedar because we're going to make some more cedar beds. But what I wanted to do this morning is bring you down here and show you how the lettuce that you've already just seen in the video is growing since I pricked them all out of the ground and planted them in here. So let's take a look. So here's my lettuce tray. I haven't lost a single one, yay. But look at this. I mean, they have grown so much in just a matter of a few days. So this puts me ahead of where my lettuce harvest was going to be. I can see this one's drying out, so I need to put some water in there, get them in, but let me show you what else I've done. So this was an oh wow this morning. I wasn't expecting this. So I have La Rosa lettuce planted in here, green romaine and red romaine. So I'm planning on starting lettuce every single week. And then over here I have some broccoli starting and I've got some cabbage starting. So I've got some experiments I want to do, see how soon I can plant outside, plant in the greenhouse. But yeah, I'm really happy this is coming up. So let's see, I did that 2 days, I think the 11th. So I will start every Monday. I will start some more lettuce. And I've just put everything up here like it's really close to the light. So I don't want it to get leggy. And that's what I've done over here too with the other lettuce, is I have it up on there so it doesn't get leggy. And yeah, let's chat. Just to show you how close I have it to the lights there. Like I said, I don't want the lettuce getting leggy. And so I just use my other trays to build it up. And as it gets bigger, I'll just take trays out to lower it down. But that'll be our first harvest of lettuce. Really excited about that. I still remember when I first moved here and started my garden here, I started planting stuff out in April. And people were like shocked, right? Like, we don't plant until the May long weekend. But the fact is, we were eating vegetables out of the garden before people had even planted their garden. And so I just keep trying to push the envelope to see what happens. I know everybody says, oh, don't. But the fact is, I have a potting shed here. I mean, if you have a room in your house that you can start seedlings, you can do that and push your envelope and see what you can do. I mean, there are some cool, hardy plants. The first year garden that I grew, I had broccoli left over in the garden in the fall and I left it out. And in January, I was harvesting broccoli that was under 6-8 inches of snow, and it was perfect. It was so good. And then the next year, I forgot that I had spinach out in the garden, and it went through the whole winter. And in the spring, I had an early crop of spinach, which reminds me, I need to get some spinach started. But push the envelope. See what you can do. Push those boundaries. Like, I'm in a zone, you know, I think it's a 6 or 5-6. It's just where I am. I'm in a little microclimate. We've got a huge rock that's behind us. And if the sun comes out, it heats up that cliff. And I mean, here we are. We're the 13th of November and we haven't even had a hard frost yet. I mean, I still have flowers growing out in the garden. I'm pulling them out now just so that I can get ready for winter because it's been taking a long time. We've had a little frost that's hit and miss in the garden. I mean, some things weren't touched, other things were, but still no hard frost. But I challenge you, push the envelope, see how early you can grow vegetables, see how late you can grow vegetables, or grow them inside and have your own lettuce that you're eating. I mean, things have gotten so expensive in the grocery stores. Push that envelope. See what you can do. I plan on having 4 trays. Every week I'm going to plant lettuce. And I just want little ones, little baby lettuces that we can have a salad a couple times a week or more. And luckily for me, what a blessing. I had lettuce out in the garden I was able to prick up because I let a plant go to seed. So challenge yourself. Challenge your garden. Challenge that green thumb. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now from My Mini Homestead. Make sure and like that, click on that like button. Bye.